truth always prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in It's Me in Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. Welcome to another new week. Yes, it's the what's today's date? It's the 16th. Yeah, of February. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day weekend, and you enjoyed yourself. You experienced or you showed love. Or you know, you came through for someone. I mean, it's not just about boyfriends and girlfriends. It's about, you know, just being sweet on someone. And it's something you can do every other day, but, you know, it's a special day. Every other day, but, you know, it's a special day for those who supposedly are lovers. And I hope that you had a great one. You got a gift or you sent a gift, whichever one. It's one way or the other, it's love. But the weekend has been pregnant. A lot of things have happened. And it's time for us to unpack it. I beg to differ begins today, ladies and gentlemen. We've waited for it. It's here now. From the 4 o'clock hour till 6 p.m., these youngsters are going to be going head to head. Now, I sat through the auditions and I know that every single season is going to be a banger. So is this one. So get ready. Set your timers. Your alarms, and get ready, because these kids have come not to play, but of course they will beg to differ. So from 4 p.m. it starts today. Yes, this is the Lagos Originals, the first one for the year 2026. My name is Maryann Okon, welcoming you to the show. As usual, we start off with the big stories from the weekend. So this is the big weekend, and for those of you who do not know, this is how we welcome you to the show.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
It's Hard Facts.
The big weekend.
Well, let's get into the big stories from this weekend. A lot has happened over the weekend, so let's get into it. Let's start with the Electoral Act. Electoral Act harmonization. Reps under pressure to abandon compulsory e-transmission of results. This is a story from the Vanguard newspaper. Let me give you some background. The tension is rising in the nation's legislative arena as two chambers of the National Assembly meet today to take a common position on the method of election result transmission. And this will be happening from polling unit. This will be happening from polling centers to the Independent National Electoral Commission's result portal. The 24-member committee, made up of 12 each from the Senate and House of Representatives, converge on the National Assembly today to finalize their position on the controversial issue, which almost threw the chambers into chaos last week, until the senators summoned an emergency meeting to assuage Nigerians with a slightly different position from what they had earlier adopted. But has that really assuaged? Has that even in any way calmed frayed nerves? Well, the answer is no, because outside the National Assembly as we speak, there are people who are still protesting. Meaning that they're not okay with the idea. But still staying with that, let's go to what former INEC Commissioner Igini, he had some things to say about this issue of e-transmission. And this is a story again from the Vanguard newspaper. It says, e-transmission controversy, why National Assembly members may lose their seats in 2027. This is from Mike Igini. He's a former Cross River State resident electoral commissioner. That's where I knew him. And a lawyer, who I know very well, by the way, has raised alarm over what he described as a looming international self-harm by the National Assembly, warning that the controversial proviso qualifying real-time electronic transmission of polling units results could cost a majority of the federal lawmakers their seats in 2027. Now, he goes further to say in his very strongly worded press statement that senators and members of the House of Representatives need to draw lessons from the fate of their predecessors who, he said, suffered electoral defeat after refusing to close well-known loopholes in the nation's electoral framework. He said, and I quote, as the National Assembly convenes to reconcile the divergent versions of the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, particularly with regard to the unequivocal demand by Nigerian populace for mandatory electronic transmission of results directly from polling units to the INEC result viewing portal, IREV, I urge honourable and distinguished senators to heed the salutary reasons from the misfortunes that befell their predecessors, he said. But do they care? Is the question. Do they really care? Are they bothered? I mean, they stand on someone's mandate, not on ours, obviously, because they don't think you gave them one, and they don't think you're capable of giving them one. So they're standing on someone's mandate. So do they care, Mr. Guinea? The other question is for me and you. Yes, you who's listening to me. Do you think that that as Nigerians we're ready for that showdown that Igini is making reference to? Are we capable of throwing these guys out, just showing them the butt? Are we capable of doing that, shoving them out of the National Assembly? Because you see, we've realized that they're not there for us, they're there for themselves. Are we capable of doing that? Are we decisive enough to sack them? Ask yourself. Let's talk about El-Rufai and his friend Nuhu Ribadu, who keeps telling us Nigerians that enough is enough, but then has not done anything to put an end to the killings. Yeah, a lot of lip service. But I just want to say quickly, before I go into the Nuhu Ribadu versus El-Rufai versus the ADC, have you noticed that there's so much chaos and confusion? There's this information overload of sorts that we're all experiencing right now. It's this that we're being dragged in so many directions. The National Assembly is also there doing their own. There's the budgeting part of it, of things that questions have been asked and nobody's been able to answer. Where's the money? Where did monies go? Have you noticed how it's like there's a lot of distraction, and every time there is a distraction of this nature, something's slipping through the cracks. For example, how is INEC's Amoupitan going to explain to us why we are budgeting billions again for technology that we already budgeted billions for in the last election cycle? What are they going to do with that money? And who's looking through the budgets with a fine comb? Oh, we're just going to do everything so that the mandate stands. Whose mandate, you might ask? So a lot of things are slipping through the cracks. And then the US is telling us that they're doing this, they're doing that. Too many things are happening. But the most important things that will affect us are slipping through the crack. Pay attention. Keep your eyes open. Let's look at Nuhu Ribadu and El-Rufai, because this fight Seems like a fight to finish. Unfortunately, our internet in the studio is terrible, so I might not be able to play you the videos, but I will post them on my Instagram, so you can just go follow me on Instagram right now, MIMIEYO, of Nuhu Ribadu, of the Bauchi governor, and of course El-Rufai, as he was welcomed into the EFCC. By the way, he had said that he was going to celebrate his birthday with the EFCC. He said that over the weekend, so that we should all be calm that he was gonna be at the EFCC's office, so there was no cause for alarm. And yes, he did show up at the EFCC. Unfortunately, now there is the federal government has charged him. Because there was just so much information over the weekend. Allegations of someone. Well, he alleged that Nuhu Ribadu imported poisonous substances, and that we should ask Nuhu what those poisonous substances were for. And there were several other allegations, obviously, and he said that the ICPC that came to hijack him at the airport were all just, the handwriting of Nuhu Ribadu, the NSA. But let me quickly play a clip from Nuhu Ribadu, from El-Rufai quickly, and then we'll move on to other clips, hopefully, and then I'll open up the phone lines and allow you to talk. Please pardon me, I'm going to be playing from my phone because the internet in the studio is not working, okay? Just have mercy on me and take a listen. I will post the clips on my Instagram story, so you can go there and watch it, all right?
Mentioning EFCC. I want to say very clearly, it wasn't the EFCC, okay? It was the DSS.
Right.
But the DSS were procured to abduct me by the ICPC. That has never communicated with me ever, okay? The EFCC had written to me while I was away to say that I would like to have a chat with you over certain issues. And I replied, my lawyers replied that, well, I'm not in the country, I'm on my annual vacation. And once I know the date of return, I will let you know. And we have written to EFCC to say that, I will celebrate my birthday with you. My birthday is 16th February on Monday. I will celebrate my birthday. I will come and see you at 10 a.m. on the 6th. So it wasn't the EFCC. But my lawyer thought it was the EFCC, but it was not. Subsequently, we found out that it was the ICPC that procured the DSS to abduct me and then hand over to them. And this is a modus operandi of the ICPC that increasingly has become a personal tool of Nuhu Ribadu. Nuhu made the call, I made the order that I must be in custody yesterday.
How do you know he made the call?
He made the call because we listened to their calls. The government thinks that they're the only ones that listen to calls, but we also have our ways. He made the call, he gave the order. And
so you tapped his phone calls, did you?
Someone tapped his phone and told me.
Because that technically is illegal.
I know, but the government does it all the time. They listen to our calls all the time without a court order. But someone tapped his phone and told us that he gave the order. So, but the EFCC, I think, has shown itself to be more professional in this particular instance. And on Monday, by the grace of God, I'll go and see them. Yesterday, around 5 p.m., the ICPC finally did the right thing, not the DSS that tried to abduct me, by bringing a letter to my house to say, we want to see you on Friday the 13th. My lawyer wrote back to say, guys, my client is not an idle person that has no program. He's just waiting for a letter from anyone. We've received your letter. We will, now that you've written an invitation, you've had the courage to write an invitation, we will honor the invitation. But on Monday, we are going to EFCC that has written before. So we'll go there. After the EFCC, we'll go to ICPC on Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know what the lawyer has written, but this. So this is the current state of things as far as we know.
All right, so that's former Kaduna State Governor El-Rufai on Arise Television last week, speaking on his almost arrest at the airport when he was returning from Egypt. And he made very hefty allegations. tapping the calls of the National Security Advisor is criminal. Let alone the government listening in on our calls is also criminal. Yes, we know the DSS does it, but it's still criminal if we catch them. But he also made an allegation that well, that the I mean, there's just a lot going on. And I'm thinking to myself, what do you guys think? Is this a political fight that we should all just buy popcorn and just sit on the sidelines and watch because it's political? But the reason why I'm saying this is because the people who have already decided to take sides, the people who are outside the EFCC protesting. I heard they were tear gassed at some points, and I heard some of them screaming that they will come back. They will come back. There are those who also are in support of the government, saying yes, Malam Nasser El-Rufai has had it coming, and so let him face the music. Should we as Nigerians step aside and just sit and watch and take no sides? Because you see, when political bigwigs fight, truth always comes out. Should we all just sit on the sidelines and watch this play out? I'm just curious. But there are other stories that we want to take quickly right after this break. So stay with us. It's still the big weekend on Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigerian Info. I'm Maryann Okon.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
When you sprinkle, every meal feels so right. Taste flicker. When you stir, the color shines so bright. When you serve, it's pure delight. Taste flicker by Terra. The flavor you can feel.
From jollof to stews, from soups to sauce, Tastemaker seasoning powder makes everything taste so good. Sprinkle, stir, serve.
Tastemaker.
What is health? It's more than the absence of illness. It's the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. But let's delve deeper. Health is the heartbeat of life. It's the rhythm that keeps us moving forward. The pulse that echoes our vitality. It's a symphony of balance and harmony, resonating in every aspect of our existence. Health is a silent conductor, orchestrating the dance between the body and mind. It's the energy that propels us towards our dreams and aspirations. It is the foundation upon which we build our futures. So, what is health to you? Join me, Kofi Bartels, this and every Thursday for Health Thursday, 8 a.m. on the Morning Crossfire as we explore important issues affecting your health. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
That special secret that awakens taste buds. Mouth-watering wonder with awesome aroma. Terra seasoning cubes.
Terra seasoning cube turns your meals into a masterpiece.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste. Hey, come cook with Terra cubes. Come cook with Terra.
Let me tell you the real thing to brag about. Brag about how authentic you are. Brag about your confidence and your vibe. Brag about your style, your energy. And yes, brag about how amazing you smell. Because there is one fragrance that gives you all of that in one bottle. Wazobia perfume.
Oh yes, Wazobia perfume. The same perfume everybody's talking about. See, once you step in with Wazobia perfume, you don't need to talk too much. The fragrance does the talking for you. Be authentic, be confident, be classy. Treat yourself and your friends to Wazobia perfume today. Available as both perfume and body spray.
Get your Wazobia perfume today at any store near you or order online for cotton purchases or to stock Wazobia perfume. Please call 0201-330-0047 or email contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
Mom's love is pure. Mom's special jollof puts a smile on your face. Mom's El-Rufai cheers you up. Mom's tasty stew nourishes the family. Golden Terra oil, tasty. Golden Terra oil, nourishing. Golden Terra oil, Golden Terra soya oil.
Golden
Terra Oil helps mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family. Golden Terra Oil, pour pure love.
What is health? It's more than the absence of illness. It's the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. But let's delve deeper. Health is the heartbeat of life. It's the rhythm that keeps us moving forward. The pulse that echoes our vitality. It's a symphony of balance and harmony, resonating in every aspect of our existence. Health is a silent conductor, orchestrating the dance between the body and mind. It's the energy that propels us towards our dreams and aspirations. It's the foundation upon which we build our futures. So, what is health to you? Join me, Kofi Bartels, this and every Thursday for Health Thursday, 8 a.m. on the Morning Crossfire as we explore important issues affecting your health. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
With each day comes new stories.
New reports, new discovery.
Presidency spends 34 billion naira on travels in 2 years.
There is nothing you can do about it. This is our money, our president is spending.
The defection of members of the Labour Party in Alimosho to the ADC were violently disrupted.
Governors remain leaders of the APC in states. Credited to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
You go there and see arrogant in people they call nurses and doctors.
INEC says it has completed an internal timetable for the 2027 general election.
No way America can come and do this. Let them come and tell me again that Nigeria is a sovereign country.
Anyone that can put an end to this problem in this country, I beg, may they come help us.
It's all part of the conversation.
Right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
The big weekend.
We're back. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're broadcasting live from our audio-visual studios right here in Etienne Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. I'm Maryann Okon. We're looking at the big stories from the weekend and the ones that have found their way into the brand new week. And it's been El-Rufai, Nuhu Ribadu, FG. And it seems like it's an all-out war. The PDP, the ADC, all just sending bullets directly in the direction of the federal government. Here's former PDP senator and now a member of the ADC, Senator Dilo Melaye, speaking directly to the federal government. Let's take a quick listen to Dilo Melaye. I will post all of these clips on my social media.
Tinubu and his family members, including Kashim Shettima, will pack all their loads from the villa, including the ones in the boys' quarters of the villa. They will have to leave because Nigerians are angry, Nigerians are hungry, Nigerians are not safe. We have a government that is insensitive. We have a government that does not care. And there is no solution ahead. Nigeria is like a car that is being driven by a drunken driver. There is no direction. The insecurity pervasive. And there is no hope in sight.
You know what they say, and I come in peace. I really sincerely come in peace. Please forgive me. Don't shoot the messenger. You can just take the message. In this case, shall we plank the messenger? Or everyone's allowed to, I mean, it's a come on, come on, because we all are Nigerians. And it seems like everyone, maybe there is a platform for everyone to speak now because maybe this government is more than worse. And that's why maybe the likes of Dino Melaye could speak on this government, and they're saying they want to send the government home. Should Dino be speaking? Does he reserve the right to do so when we're talking about people that should speak in public on issues like this? And still speaking about daggers drawn at the federal government. Here's the Bauchi State governor. Remember, his finance commissioner has been docked by the federal government, and he says that this is a political ploy to try to get him to join the APC, and that enough is enough. Here's the governor of Borno State, Bala Mohammed.
To persecute and prosecute Nigerians that are not within their own party, of governments like the EFCC, to persecute and prosecute Nigerians that are not within their own party. If they don't stop, we are going to declare war. I assure you we are not going to keep quiet any longer. I won't allow anybody to criminalize me because I'm not in their party. And I refuse to join their party. And I will not join their party. My family members, my officials have been taken like anything, locked up, without any reason.
That's Bala Mohammed, Governor of Bauchi State, speaking up there. Seems to be that the government, the federal government, is making more and more enemies. And this whole weekend, they all came out en masse to speak their minds. 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. You could join the conversation. For the ladies, 0201-465-7190. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Post your comments. I would like to read from you. For now, WhatsApp is down, so if you send me a message, I cannot see it. I'm unable to read it. And our diaspora callers, we apologize. You're unable to call us on WhatsApp, but don't worry, we'll sort that out later. Let's get straight to the phone line. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point. It's an interesting day. Do you have popcorn? Sorry about that. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
It's Maryann speaking to you from Ekwe.
Go ahead.
First off, talking about the issue of El-Rufai, I think he made a reckless statement, in that interview. He shouldn't have said so, because the government is going to descend on him. And if you are claiming that the government is also tapping on people's phone, it will be easier for the government, to navigate their way out of that kind of claim, than you individually navigating yourself, out of that claim. So it was a reckless statement. And then for the other, I forgot the other issue you raised, but thank you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you very much for calling. So it's Nuhu Ribadu, it's the National Assembly. They're still trying to harmonize the bill. Yes, it's very important that we look at that. I talked about INEC also, being that there's a budget that they're budgeting again for something that they budgeted for just in 2022. So what happened to it? Are we not supposed to be updating those items as opposed to buying new ones? Who's looking at the budget with a fine comb? Or are we all just standing on the mandate? Is my question. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
No, you're not supposed to call the female line. Goodbye. 0201-277-0993 is for the males, please. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
This is from Odogolu.
Go ahead.
This Nuhu Ribadu and El-Rufai, I don't think there's anything they are going to get from that place. I should just leave the man alone because they are together. They are working hand in hand. Maybe there is disagreement between them. They want to use that.
Are they together? Ribadu is in ADC. Ribadu is in APC. Malam Nasser El-Rufai is in the PDP, ADC. Sorry.
They are working together before this time. Maybe there is misunderstanding between them or what is happening in the north. So they should go and settle themselves privately as they normally do. For them to bring up this one for us to debate on it, they just want to use us or confuse us on what is on ground. Let them do our voting. Let them do that one. Let that one get ahead so that we can vote and stand on our vote and get the people that can lead us in this country. That's what we need. We don't need their fighting or this one go to jail. Let them jail him. Now, if they want to jail him, they cannot.
All right.
So what are they talking about? They can't jail him.
Thank you
just
for
make
calling.
noise and close everything.
Thank you for calling. Who's to say they can't? Because, the burden of proof is now on him. He's made 2 allegations, obviously. That at first he said that they're listening on the calls of the National Security Advisor. That means that, oh my God, his connection and his whatever is wonky, such that average people, well, I mean, you could consider El-Rufai not as average, but average people can listen in on the National Security Advisor's calls. And the fact that he's also made an allegation that, hey, they're listening. Oh, yes, phone tapping happens all the time. Try me and say something funny. The DSS is going to know your house immediately. Yes, they're listening. But when you say that you were listening to the head of security's calls, you better prove it. Then he quickly says, no, somebody listened and came and told them. Secondly, that the National Security Advisor imported poisonous substances into the country. Who is he bringing the poison for? So what did you see? Do you have proof? I guess that's why he was invited. But then most importantly, the breaking story that we've had, and I told you earlier on, is that he's been charged by the federal government. Yes, he has been charged by the federal government. It's a 3-count charge against him. Yes, because he's made allegations, very hefty ones, and the burden of proof is upon him. Join the conversation, Lagos. 0201-277-0993. In case you're just wondering what the big stories are. We're looking at, of course, e-transmission controversy. Why many National Assembly members may lose their seats. And this is according to former INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner Mike Guinea. And I'm asking, are Nigerians ready? Do we have what it takes? Do we have the guts to kick these people out? Because they're not standing on our mandate. They're standing on a mandate of one man. And also, the harmonization of this Electoral Act bill. What are you expecting? Is anything good going to come out of it? People are still occupying, by the way, at the National Assembly. And then, of course, El-Rufai versus Nuhu Ribadu. Is it a political fight that we should remove ourselves from? Sit and watch. Being that El-Rufai was once an APC member, and these are politicians. Is it really about national security or dirty fighting and mudslinging? And also, why do I enjoy these fights when politicians fight? The truth always finds its way out. It comes out of their mouths. And sometimes it's unguarded. But then it helps us to realize that these people are not for us. Why do we get involved? Why should we carry placards and support anybody? If Malam Nasser El-Rufai has something to answer for, let him. And if Nuhu Ribadu has something to answer for, let's set the fire to his feet. Or, do you want to pitch a tent somewhere? Are you sure that you will not be let down? And most importantly, the burden of proof is now on Nasser El-Rufai. Can he prove the allegations that he's made? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ambrose.
Go ahead, Ambrose.
Maryann, I said it last week. He who must go to equity must go with clean hands. The federal government are beginning to lose their potency and their respect and their power. And if they continue like this, there is going to be anarchy. You heard what Bala Mohammed said, and it is a statement of fact. El-Rufai is not my man. I don't, because of his religious bigotry, but what they are saying is the truth. And El-Rufai talking about whether they want to poison him and all of that. Shebi has been part of the system. He's also done that. Is his life more important than all the people that were killed in Kaduna when he was governor? The answer is no. So they are now exposing themselves. And Maryann, the fight is going to get dirtier. I'm telling you, APC is not going to find it easy.
All right.
And it is for the benefit of us.
Okay. All right.
God bless you.
Thank you, Ambrose, for calling. I'm getting popcorn, definitely. Watching from the sidelines. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
This is Tunde calling from it.
Tunde, how are you now?
I'm okay. I was working. How was your weekend?
My weekend was great. It was great.
Maryann, let's go for the fact. Even in the morning show, the Kofi bring this matter. Let's face reality. Security activity of this country is gone. Maryann, let's face reality. Do you know what the National Security Advisor individual came on national TV and said that he has been listening to the conversation of NSA? Do you know what they mean in a country? Even anything security, you must not joke with it.
Absolutely.
I don't want to talk about any news that you want to be apart from this one. Because I was curious, I was thinking about it. How is it possible in a nation like this? Conversation of security advisor, individual told national TV and said that they were having their conversation. You know what is being Maryann? We need the international community to come and assist us. We need them. They can never do anything about security unless somebody came from outside.
Which international community? Is it the ones that they are also having problems in their own country? They should come and help you.
Let's week you have program.
I beg
you are talking
rest.
about it. That we need them. Now that I believe that now that we need them.
Okay, you need them
we
now.
really need
Okay.
them.
All right, Tunde. Thank you for calling.
you.
Is it? Let me keep quiet before they say I hate. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Okay, Maryann, I think I'm on course now on the main line.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Just to add my voice, like I spoke last week concerning the reckless statement that these people are making. I think both Bala and El-Rufai, they should take it easy. Because I know some people, I don't want to start mentioning tribe, that have made half of, or even not up to half of that statement, they've been taken into custody. But this statement of, preaching war, that you are going to war, let them take it easy. Ojukwu once said it, he came back. Chukwemeka, he said, this is how it started in 1967. Let us not preach war. Because I'm a 60 years old man, so I know what it takes to go into war. So war will never be the answer to our solution. But rather, let the APC take it easy and give us good governance. My name is David Nwokocha from Iteluota, Ogun State.
Thank you, David. But is the APC capable of good governance? We've had APC season 1 and all its episodes. Now we're in season 2. Are they capable? Do they have it within them? Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, good evening, Maryann.
Yes.
Quickly, because I know time is I think that statement by the Maryann summarizes Nigerian situation. It may have been coming from somebody who shouldn't come from, but it summarizes that. That's, by the way. Then the fight about, people should know that these people have gone beyond 2027. The fight that is going on, Pampaso, Nuhu Ribadu, this guy, it's about 2031. It's about 2030. So people, the politicians are already looking ahead, and we are here looking at. We have to stand up and take over this because it's our responsibility. Don't take sides from these people. They are positioning ahead.
Okay.
That's what is happening. That fight is 2031 fight.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for saying that, because you see, there are a lot of people who are already, up in arms and saying it's our brother, it's our friend, they are against our party. How about we just pull back and watch from the sidelines, see it play out, so you know exactly what decisions to take. Do not immerse yourself into their war. Emphasis on their war. It's their battle, it's not yours. Because what they should be doing, which should concern all of us, is to make Nigeria better, make our lives better, write laws that would favor us. For those of them who hold offices, those offices use them to better the loss of Nigerians. Have they? And I ask again, can the APC, is it in their DNA to be able to give good governance? It's a good question. And for the supporters of the APC, help me explain. Can it be found within their ranks to give good governance? 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. Let me read some messages on Facebook Live. Aderok Bayakin says, Maryann, this is a political game. We should just keep our fingers crossed and see where the government and El-Rufai drop the whole nation. More information will still be revealed. Interesting times to come. I know, right? Chikeze Mikel here says, this is the reason why it's good to have a legitimate government. Tinubu's government is not legit. That's why anybody can threaten them. They will not be doing anything and can never do anything. Might you be speaking a bit too early? Alalade Fred Olubumi here says, freedom of speech, talk is cheap. Whatever that means. Patrick Obiazo here says, I placed a huge bet on that, since inauguration, that the president has never granted one airport interview or addressed airport correspondents or Nigerians for once, like other presidents, at any time of his travels, either in or out of Nigeria since inauguration. Will I win or lose this bet? How am I supposed to know that? We're still watching things play out, yes? Buhari and INEC chairman committed treasonable felony during last general election. El-Rufai has electronic evidence on how they conspired and stole our mandate. Arresting El-Rufai will make APC's matter worse, but this fight is a welcome development because it's in favor of Nigerians. Okay. Abiambo here says, I want to know if this business of wiretapping the NSA's phone is also part of the politics of 2027's presidential election or not. A dangerous trend indeed. I hope someone can satisfy my curiosity. I hope that the DSS or the federal government or whoever is charging El-Rufai would be able to satisfy your curiosity. But here's, thanks to my producer, the case that the federal government has filed against Malam Nasser El-Rufai. It's a 3-count charge. The first count 1, that you, Malam Nasser El-Rufai, an adult male on 13th February 2026, I beg your pardon, I'm going faster than my year. While appearing as a guest on a Rise TV station's primetime program in Abuja, within the jurisdiction of the court, did admit during an interview that you and your cohort unlawfully intercepted the phone communications of the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, and hereby committed an offence contrary to and punishable under Section 12, subsection 1 of the Cybercrimes Prohibition, Prevention, etc. Amendment Act of 2024. Count 2, that you, Malam Nasser El-Rufai, on February 13, while appearing as a guest on a live TV station primetime in Abuja within the jurisdiction of this court, did state during the interview that you know and relate with certain individuals who unlawfully intercepted the phone communication of the security advisor Nuhu Ribadu without reporting that said individual to relevant security agencies and thereby committed an offence contrary to and punishable under Section 27 of the Cybercrimes Prohibition, Prevention, etc. Amendment Act of 2024. And count 3, that you, Malam Nasser El-Rufai, and others still at large sometime in 2026 in Abuja within the jurisdiction of this court with others still at large did use technical equipment and systems which compromise public safety, national security, and instilling reasonable apprehension of security among Nigerians by unlawfully intercepting the phone communication of the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, in which you admitted during an interview on February 13 on a Rise TV station program. Obviously thereby breaching Section 13, subsection 2 of the Nigerian Communications Act of 2003. This is signed by Mr. Ernest, Mr. Owan, and Mr. Bula, CS Eze, and E.G. Orugo, counsel to the prosecution, which is obviously the State Department. That's the Secret Service. There you go. He's got his... a lot of things are happening for El-Rufai. I don't know if you saw this coming. Jeremiah here on X says, at this point, what happened, deadlier propaganda and lies in 2014 and 2015 respectively, one can't refute El-Rufai's allegations on poisonous substances imported into the country because at election period in Nigeria, anything can happen. But let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, Jeremiah. Interesting times, isn't it? All right, let's just take a few more calls because I think that we're almost out of time. Welcome to Hard Facts. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Aki. I'm calling from Abulegba.
Go ahead.
Yes, I have a simple question for you, Maryann. I don't know. Do you think that in the way you have communicated, that you have worked on this afternoon, that you have been professional? The opinions that you propagate, are they the opinions of Maryann Okon or the opinion of your station?
I'm still trying to understand what your question is.
Yes, the question is...
What exactly have I said that is riling you up? Explain.
Is the APC competent? They should be voted out.
Somebody called
it. No.
I never said that. No.
That is what you have said.
Well, that's what you heard. So
playback,
somebody called.
If you have playback.
Hold on now, I'm here. Somebody called and said that all he's asking the APC to do is to give good governance. And I'm asking a question. I asked a question. I did not make a statement. I said, is the APC, do they have it in their DNA to give good governance? Now, and I said, all APC supporters, call in and tell me if that is possible. But you heard what you wanted to hear.
In your opinion, can you
give me an answer? Can you give me an answer?
In your opinion.
Sorry, we're not having a conversation.
What question?
I asked a question. Do you have the answer to my question? Can the APC give good governance? Was my question and still my question.
I am asking you a professional question. I just wanted to.
Are you going to answer me or not so that I can take another call? Are you going to answer me or not?
Take another call.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I'm so sorry. You're arguing with the wrong person. I asked a question and I kept giving instances. And I said, all the APC supporters like you, help me answer that question. Can the APC, is the APC capable of good governance? Is that unprofessional, Akin? Or did I step on your toes a little too much? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, Action Lady, good afternoon. This is Chris calling from
60 seconds. Yes, we are almost out of time.
Hello?
I said 60 seconds, 50 seconds now. We're almost out of time.
Okay, quick one. For Bas Mohammed, good one. Like I always say, the northern politicians, I think they have the lever to challenge this government. Not this one, my people are doing a one mandate we stand or whatever way they call themselves. Look at all the governors from the south or southeast or whatever. They check it out. You hear what Bala Mohammed said?
Bala Mohammed is not a member of the APC, so he can say whatever he wants. There are other governors who are in the north who are on the APC's ticket. So, I mean, it's just one guy.
They forced them to join APC. And
nobody forced anybody. There was not a gun put to their heads. They joined the APC because they wanted
to. He said they cannot force him to join APC. He will not. Nigeria is for every one of us. Enough of all this mandate we stand.
All right.
Come 2027.
All right, I've got to go on a break.
The music is there for all of us to play.
Thank you. I have to go on a break, and when we come back, we can take a few more
You
calls.
are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Consistent taste for cooking mouth-watering soups, stews, and jollof. Choose wisely. Choose Gold. Terra Gold Seasoning Cube.
One cube. Endless possibilities. Terra Gold.
What is health? It's more than the absence of illness. It's the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. But let's delve deeper. Health is the heartbeat of life. It's the rhythm that keeps us moving forward. The pulse that echoes our vitality. It's a symphony of balance and harmony, resonating in every aspect of our existence. Health is a silent conductor, orchestrating the dance between the body and mind. It's the energy that propels us towards our dreams and aspirations. It is the foundation upon which we build our futures. So, what is health to you? Join me, Kofi Bartels, this and every Thursday.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.